What's good, everyone? This is Marcus DeFingers back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk all about Keepforest libraries. I'm going to share some of the libraries I have, and I'm sharing this because Keepforest is currently having a great sale on some of their great products, including bundles that you can get for their Evolution series. You can get all kinds of bundles there. You see all the prices, or you can get their one-off series. You can get the Breakout Pro. You can get the Devastator Warzone. There's also a free version of that you can get. There's Devastator Deathmatch, Resistance Pro. There's also a free version of that. Cinematic Downfalls, which you can get for under $1. You have Classic Trailer Toolkit, Aizer X, which is for $99. You have the Hybrid Cyberpunk Toolkit. There's a free version of that. There's a free version of Ferrum, which we'll talk about in this video. There's Devastator. There's Aizer X Bundle. There's Vikings Bundle. There's free Tri-Packs, another free one. Classic Metal Hits, $5, under $5. Modern Designer Toolkit, Aizer X. You have all these different options here. And Evolution, Dragon, and Atlantica. I will go over those two. Dragon you can get for $29. That's insane. We're going to talk about these two specifically today, in addition to Ferrum Free and I believe Devastator Pro. Those are the ones I have. There might be a couple others. I think some of the free Tri-Packs. We're going to talk about all those. I will include a link to this site in the description. Before we do all of that, go to defingers.com/freeplugins, defingers.com/freeplugins. Download my free plugins gear guide. Check out the free plugins that you can use in your music productions or audio mixing stuff. So let's check out Keepforest. Shout out to Keepforest because they are a great company, especially if you do trailer music, if you do sound design for video games and movies and things like that. They are probably one of the premier companies creating plugins for those types of things. Let's get into my Logic Pro. I'm going to show you what I have. I'm going to start with the free stuff. Aizer X, I actually really don't use this much, so this is going to be like a revisit for me. Let's see, can I make this bigger? We'll go down to there. I'll bring this over a little bit. Aizer X, start your engines. I'm going to start the engine, and let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. I don't know. Okay, I just hit a note and that sort of got me going. So if you're familiar with the Keepforest plugins, you're also going to see in sort of this video, I'm going to show you sort of how the design sort of improved over the years. So this actually looks kind of dated, but you'll see when we get down to Breakout Pro how they've improved on this design. If you're familiar with their plugins, you sort of get familiar with how the things are set up. You have 6 layers here that you can layer in different sounds and things. Let's just see how this sounds like. Yeah, that's insane. And I actually haven't used this much, but I've got to start using this. And you see how the plugin lights up when you hit a note. And I can choose a different key here and load up some different samples. You see how the note is changing. And what you can do is you can go in here and I can say, hey, I want to choose whoosh hit number 3 instead of whatever it was selected. I can choose short hit number 5 and then it'll load that up to those different things. I'm not going to go over these individual options for each of these plugins just because that would be a whole nother video. There's plenty of videos out there on that. But I really like how the UI is. Let's see what the mixer sounds like. So you can mix in the different layers. Again, very powerful plugin. I don't even know everything here because I don't really use it that much, but I'm going to start using it. That's insane. That's like instant, inspiration for a cue. Next, we're going to talk about Ferrum Free. This is a free sort of drum edition, the free edition of their trailer percussion. I've had the higher end. I have the Pro, the normal edition on my wish list. That'll be eventually, probably end of this year, maybe Black Friday if there's a deal. I have a couple of drum plugins I want to add to my arsenal. But Ferrum Free is really great. Let's give you some of those sounds. I'm just going to start with the red down here. I might just click in. So you hear some of the heaviness. There's also like some metal, some noise built in there. And then you really hear the metal up top. Tingy. You can adjust where the mic is. Let's go up there. Further back. Usually with percussion, I like to have them sort of maybe in the middle or close to the front. It's really up front. I think you get more options, of course, in the full version. More sounds, but this is powerful enough as is. You have different playback modes. You have the width you can adjust. So if you want it really mono, you can adjust EQ, velocity curve. Then you have ADSR there, attack, decay, sustain, release. Rhythm, if you want to trigger some patterns there. Let's go to basic eighth, just to give you an idea. And you can already have that already just building up. Then you can add some effects. You can add in distortion, compression, limiter, all these effects here. There's too many to go through. You can have up to, what is that, 7 of those layered. So that's crazy also. So there's just, it's a powerful plugin. This one is free. It's like, it's crazy that it's free. Then you have some reverb you can add in. Let's say I want to add in more. You see how the stage just brightens up there. That's the Ferrum free edition. Again, I can't go into all the details there, but check out some other videos that might be posted on that. Next, I'm going to go into Evolution Dragon. So this is where we're getting to the paid. I believe this was under 100. I know one of them, either Dragon or Atlantica, was even under 50. So check out the deal. Evolution Dragon, you start to see how the plugin developer, how Keepforest started developing their plugins a little bit more. This looks like the eye of, what is it, Sauron, or whatever the Lord of the Rings eye was. But let's check out what I have loaded right now is trailer hits, and I'm going to show you what comes in Evolution. What is this? This is Dragon. So if I go to my Evolution Dragon folder, you have all these different sounds. I'll play a couple of instruments. You have Brahms, downers, risers, saturated Brahms, short hits, subs, trailer hits, whoosh impacts. Let's go to, it's just trailer hits right now. I'm not going to play through all of them, and then you can adjust the tone of the hit as needed. Let's go through some of the Brahms. Again, I'm not going to play through all of them. There's a lot of Brahms loaded here. And then you have ADSR here, Tacticate Sustain Release. You can change the tune up here. You can change the panning, reverb, saturation. Let's say I wanted to add distortion to this. So you have different settings. A screamer. I don't want to blow your ears away. Some great Brahms. I'll play through a couple downers. I think I might even have another video on both this and Atlantica. I don't know. If I do, I'll link to it. Downers, we have short hits. So layer that with Ferrum. Again, very powerful. You have some subs here. Also sometimes called booms. We have trailer hits, which I actually started with, so I'm not going to play any more of those. We have whoosh hits, which is sort of like a whoosh going into a hit. Obviously, what you can do is you can turn on or off the whoosh with this button here. So you hear how that whoosh turned on, and you can turn it on or off by note. So right now that's just a hit. And you'll see in some of the later plugins how they change that functionality. So you can just choose the whoosh hit or the hit. Then you have whoosh hit impact. I'll play a couple of those. And here's it with the whoosh. So really great for building those impacts. Again, I'm not going to go through all of it. And then we're going to go to Atlantica. Again, another one that's on sale. Let me find the Atlantica up here. I'm going to go to instruments. Right now I have loaded epic trailer hits. Let's play through some of those. Yeah, so I think this might have came out after Dragon. You hear how the hits are already like layered and sound incredible. Again, I'm not playing through all of them. You see how they have more options here than you have in Dragon. So let me play low brass. I actually use this in a lot of my trailer stuff. Layer that with either Brahms or like horns, of course. This is Brahms, Inception Brahms. And what I can do is I can change the note at the bottom here. Really good for that one note type things. I'm not going to play Brahms 2. Double Doom guitar, I actually use this a lot, actually in a lot of cues also. You can go here, you can adjust the motion if you want to add some of those effects. You can adjust the modulation. If you want to have like an LFO type thing. Start hearing how some of that effect comes in. So you can really build your own type thing. Or go to Epic Trailer Hits. I played some of those at the beginning of this part here. Again, some just great, powerful, like wide sounds there. Whooshes. More like wind type sounds. Rustling noises. Booms, again, sometimes called subs. Those low bass hits. Usually at the end of like a heavy piece, or like to mark like someone, usually here like when someone dies in a movie, things like that. Then we have short punch hits. Really great if you're punching something. Punch metal kits. Just some great sound design stuff. Then we have reversed effects here. Some tonal stuff. Let's say I want to make that C. Again, you can be very powerful there. Rises. This is for building into, usually building into a new part, usually when I build into a new act. So rises, yep. Then we have drops, which are the opposites of rises. They're sometimes called downers. So I've used those a lot. Then we have alarms. I wasn't supposed to be going through all these, but I'm almost done now. So we're going to load up some of the alarms here. That's how sometimes you can layer that with some other sounds to come up with your signature sound for the trailer track. Then we have sub hits. Again, sometimes this might be a little bit confused with some of the drops and booms and things, but sounds great. Then we have transition shutters. Great for transition points. So you want to transition to another part, or you're trying to transition down. That into layer that with a downer or a sub. And of course we can change the tone. A lot of those sound mechanical. Then you also have the folders here where you can break down into even more. I'm not going to go into the folders here, but you have even more options with guitars, alarms, brass, tonal transformation effects, whooshes. Then you have your initialized preset and pulses there. I actually do use the pulses, I believe. Actually, I use the pulses menu, which you can use to build out your own sound. So you can go to the... I can hit stop. And you can build out your own sort of pulse layers there. So yeah, that is, again, pulses, and you can just hear how powerful all that can be from Evolution Atlantica. Last but not least, this is probably the most powerful one that I have in my arsenal right now. Probably maybe the most powerful one they have out. This is also Ferrum and Devastator Breakout Pro, and some of the other ones. I don't think the ones I have, other than those two, are native access compatible, so you'll see them load up in your left hand panel here. I just have those two. If I put it in Keepforest, you see I just have those two. This is probably, I have a whole nother video on Devastator Breakout Pro, so I'm not going to go into all the details today, but I'm going to just play maybe one of each element. I've actually used wide hits. I've used a lot of these sounds and a lot of stuff, as well as some of the great epic composers out there. So let's just load up wide hits and see what that's. I'll just play a couple of those hits. And as you can see how they really developed their plugin from when I just showed you Aizer X all the way up to Devastator Breakout Pro over the years, how they've enhanced the UI. This guy, I don't know his name, but he turns as you adjust the option on the left, or if I adjust something over here, he's going to turn to the right to see what you're doing. He's keeping an eye on you. That's hits. There's a lot of hits in there. There's some drums. There's a drum kit. Let's see if we can get a cool thing going with the drum kit. And again, you can add effects similar to what you've seen in the last, previous plugins, but you can see how they developed this, developed the UI a little bit, added some colors, some different elements there. I'm gonna get out of drums, but you see all the drums, over 20, over 25, over 20 kits in there. You have 27 drum options, bass and Brahms. I usually typically use brass and Brahms and layered that. Again, I'm not going through all of those. I have another video on that. Benders, distorted benders. We'll play some of those. Very helpful for layering your signature sound or building your signature sound. I'm going to try bass signatures. Sort of a filter opens up. Again, you have more than just the one or two sounds I'm playing here. I'm just flying through this because the video is already getting too long. Signals, classic signals. So that's like a ping. Really good for a scary. Actually, I need to keep that in mind because I'm going to be working on some horror music soon. Alarms, I'm going to go to a full spectrum. They have tinted pulse mode. I might have to go to that. Another horror thing. Let's go to tinted pulse for the full spectrum. So they selected a loop there. I don't know if you can hear me over the ping. They selected a loop there. Let's go to resonances, signature resonations. So many options in here, it's crazy. Slow motions, I'm gonna go to downers. Again, insane stuff. Reverse and rise, I'm gonna go to rise layers. That goes crazy. Let's go to TikToks. This is great for those timing elements. Let's go to, and these have really, I think I call them like chunky sounds. So it sounds really like weighty. They also have some of the elements that build up these sounds. So you can just have the top part if needed. But typical clock things when you have a race against the clock or time elements, then we're gonna go to pulses. I'm gonna go to low pulses here. Again, that can be the opening of a cue there. Tonal loops. Let's go to bass and Brahms loops. I don't think I've ever used any of these loops. But I will use them. Then you have alarm loops. I could have used that on a cue that I submitted yesterday. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. I don't even know if I went through those. Then you have playables. You have, let's go to maybe effects leads. I think I played through some of these in my overview video. So you can build like a signature sound from there. I think the one I used before was Cinematic Synth Plux. Yeah, I think I did something nice with that in my last review video. So you can really just come up with melodies with the playables. And then I'm not going to go into the drag and drop function, but what you can do is you can have, I did go over this in my last video, my previous video that I did on Devastator Pro. You can basically drag in samples of your own, drag them in here and play them back. You can chop them up. You can have the same effects that are built into the plugin with your own samples. So you can really customize this and make it your own. And last but not least, we're going to go to Breakout Pro. This is really great for just having a custom intro, outro, transition piece. You can go to randomize here. You can hit this button. I'm going to say yes. Let's choose another one. That is crazy. So remember, let's go back to Aizer X. Look at this plugin here. See how they've developed the sort of the UI. They've cleaned it up a little bit. It doesn't look as as dated as this, but still the effects in this one are great. And then you go to Devastator Breakout Pro. You just see how clean it is. You have some different, the same options, similar options there, but different sounds, different ways of layering things. Really great plugin. I'm not going to talk all about this plugin, even though I went through a little bit of each of them. I will include links if I have the ones that I've went over so far on my YouTube channel so that you can check those out. But shout out to Keepforest. Again, let me get back to the website. Check out the deals going on right now. I have no idea how long the deals will be going, so definitely check it out now. You have sale prices on the bundles, sale prices on individual ones. There's free editions of some of them. There's under $5, under $1 for some of them. So definitely check all those out. Shout out to Keepforest. They're doing great things. I have no idea what they can do next, but I'll be around hopefully when they do that, because I'm going to be ready for whatever they have next. But right now, I'm just diving into the ones I have. It's just insane. And then saving up for the ones I want. So shout out to Keepforest. Check them out when you can. Check out the sale going on right now, summer 2022. I don't know how long it's going to last, so definitely get your money together or savings or whatever you need to do to get it together. Check it out and enjoy. Be safe and be well. More videos on the way, of course, more music on the way. Go to defingers.com/free plugins. Check out my free plugins, defingers.com/free plugins. Check out some free plugins that you can use in your music productions. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right. Peace.